Okay. Okay. Being 5:30, I'll call this meeting to order of the Facilities Committee. And first thing on the agenda always is our public input. And 3 minutes per person, 15 minutes total. And seeing nobody out there at this point, we will jump right into the agenda. And if I could have a motion to approve the minutes of February 4th.
So moved.
Second. It's moved and second. Any comments from the committee? All those in favor? 4-0. Moving on, Director of Building and Grounds report. Ken?
Let's start with the activity bus update, like we do each month. This past month, February, they went out 27 days, or 27 times, I should say. So that's still super active. Little update to some stuff that we've been doing over break. Our supervisor of custodial staff took some of our leads and some other key players in our custodial team to a 2-day training, certifying them in some of our equipment so we can do some of our own repairs. He did that last year, and it worked out really well. It's not aimed as really a money saver, but more of a time saver for us, and as well as advancing our staff certifications. And then the end of last week, myself and the custodial supervisor attended the New Hampshire ASBO Facilities Masters for 2 days, which was fantastic. We get to enjoy meeting different vendors, hearing different processes that are out there, different things that are available for our type of work, and leading by example, some asbestos stuff, using AI in modern building controls, and using AI in preventive maintenance programs. It's kind of nice because our work order system sets up like a hands-on lab at this show, and so you can go there and really dig into questions and stuff. So it was extremely useful and beneficial 2 days we spent there. Moving on, don't have anything athletic field-wise to report this month. Still buried in snow.
Getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. And then at the high school, update on the bathroom project. It does sound like our door locks, remember we have those door locks that we wanted to replace, they shipped and are due here in the state Wednesday and here on site Thursday. And then they're gonna start putting them in, and they'll put them in probably beginning of next week, I'd assume. So we can finally put that to bed. Over break, spent some time with contractors walking the high school for our abatement plans this summer. Each year we do 4 to 5 classrooms or a hallway at the high school, and then some at an elementary school as well. So we were in preparation for those summer work. Middle school, I don't have anything new to report. Moving over to Jonathan Daniels, this building, update on the ventilation project that we have here. The radiant heat in the addition to the main office was completed since we last met and is up and running. Really the only outstanding punch list items that we have on this project are really front-end control changes. They're not actual controlling changes, but the way the front end looks and some of the points that they didn't bring forward that we want tailored in. They haven't finished that quite yet. We've also installed, since last time we met here, a building access system. That's, I don't know if anybody noticed, there's a yellow wire hanging out. We replaced this door since we met. So the company's got to come back, put the card reader on this back door, and we did another door over there. And moving on to Fuller. Fuller at Phase 2, HVAC and life safety renovations, really all I got to report on at Fuller. But we've been working behind the scenes. The architect's really been full steam finalizing. I think we have final prints out for permit prints anyway. And then we're going to go over some of them after this, I guess. Okay. And then like today, it's all these little tiny things. Like today, I reviewed all the hardware schedule for the next 2 phases with the architect and the engineer, and it's just things like that behind the scenes we've been working on, getting ready for a start very soon. Don't have anything to report at Franklin. And at Wheelock, we also installed a building access system in the last month, and that was a more complete, comprehensive system. That was the one that was scheduled for this year. I just happened to come in under budget, so I could install the server and 2 doors here as a start, and then next summer we'll finish off a couple doors over here, and that completes the district. So it's been a 3-4 year ongoing upgrade to a system that was kind of archaic. So we're modern now, all managed on the network.
Just simple question. So these card readers, are they for like after hours or like during hours or what's it for?
Yep, so the card reader system that we had before was simply for, this district's always, or the superintendent of the district's always allowed like 24/7 access, whether it be teachers or sports, that kind of thing. And then that system, you only got a card if you signed a waiver that you understood that this was a privilege and that there was responsibilities that came with it, like securing doors and such. Since the new system in, every staff member gets a card, and you can program them to work for a day, for a certain hour. So there's tons of different security levels to them. We still have that 24/7 access for some, but then non-professional staff, not professional staff, but like non-year-round full-time staff, like kitchen aides or paras, they never got cards before, but now they all get cards. Let them in Monday through Friday during business hours. So they go out to the dumpster and they got to come back in, they can card back in. This new system's on our network, easily managed, can be shut off immediately. We can control doors instantly. If somebody loses their card in the previous system, you'd have to put a call into a vendor who then would come disable the card. So you had a lost card maybe out in the wind for a day or two. Here, someone calls, says, I lost my card. In a couple seconds, that card doesn't work. So that was the security upgrade part of it. And we have it in every building. We've had it the longest at the high school since about 2019. I think we put that one in. And
Is that for the outside or does that go like into other parts of the?
so at the high school, we did every exterior door, every hallway door, and some key other doors like cafeteria, gymnasium, LGIA, auditorium. At the elementary levels, it was just exterior doors, and at the middle school, it was just exterior doors.
Is there like a plan to go further with it? I'm just thinking this could be a great for, I mean, where I work, we call it silver alert, but
Yeah.
if there's that kind of unfortunate incident that happens, that these doors can lock and then they can't, that
Yeah.
you could potentially trap people. I mean, it could be a negative too, but
It's
you know.
absolutely expandable.
Yeah.
It's also really expensive. So the start was to get the servers in, get our exterior doors. If it's the direction that we end up going, we can start doing classrooms with it. We can start, but very expensive. Yeah, yeah.
That sounds great.
The heating systems at the high schools or middle schools seem to be holding up in the high
Yeah,
school?
pretty good. Yeah, our chip plant has been fine. Middle school's been great. Put a lot of effort in. Our new HVAC tech has really dedicated most of his time to the middle school the last month and a half,
Good.
2 months.
Good.
And iron out some little bugs and stuff like that.
We haven't had any parental complaints for a few weeks. So
Yeah,
I figured
well-
things must be working.
We're almost to the warm weather. High school, there's nothing crazy outstanding that we can't figure out. There's just the normal little things that shut off once in a while. Like we had that -5-degree morning. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. That wreaks havoc on some of this equipment. It shuts down to protect itself, so you have to come in and reset and stuff like that. Normal business. Moving on, nothing at Simon's to report, and no real new energy updates to give you. Staffing though has changed for us, which is nice. We did start a new electrician. That was our vacancy that we had on Monday. So
Good.
2 days deep in that.
Excellent. Okay. Moving on. Transportation.
So, I'd like to go into non-public to talk about transportation for contracts at some point, but I'll give the public portion. I just don't want to talk about any
Good.
negotiations. So, as you know, we have a contract that expired. We had a 7-year contract. It was 5 years with a 2-year extension if both sides agreed. We did not. And they let us know that they weren't continuing the contract. We since hired,
Do you want to go into non-public before you discuss any of this?
I'm only going to discuss what.
Fine. Okay.
And we can do that after we're done.
Okay.
But I just think that people should know, we hired a consultant. We're working on an RFP that's getting ready to go out. And I have some updates about negotiated contracts that I want to update the
Yeah, we can get to that shortly. Then jumping beyond, any rental waiver requests we need? All good there?
None. Oh.
Any other?
One other, in your drive, I put in a document with all the plans up to date for Fuller Elementary School revisions. It's worth thumbing through. A lot of it's not going to make sense, but many of you will get what we're talking about. We're only doing a small portion of it this year. I'm looking for M303 here. What will be most noticeable for people coming in and out of the building is on the side of the building, it will end up with a mechanical addition. One more slide here. Nope. I thought it was mechanical 303. And it skips out of order. It is mechanical 303, but where is it? There it is. And then it skips. So this is the elevation of the end of the building that's up on the high side of the building, facing the woods. But it'll have a metal platform here, what is usually a rooftop unit here, with the supply ducts going into the building to feed the end of the building we're going to be working on this year, as well as, not depicted on here, where my cursor is, will be a small masonry addition, very small, that'll hold a pump house, which is basically a booster pump for the sprinkler systems we're going to be installing throughout the building by the end of this project. Just wanted you to be aware so you know what's going on with the project. There's one other area that I think would be interesting to show you. It's back at the front. Sorry for the flickering. Just trying to get a good page to show it. So this is the top floor, and this is the bottom floor. We are essentially going to be working in these rooms and these two rooms, I believe, at the top floor. And at the bottom floor, these rooms here and these rooms. So essentially 6 rooms on each floor. I only say that if they were all classroom size. But the biggest change that you're going to notice in this project, and it's quite extensive, is in this lower section. In this lower section, this whole bottom left-hand rectangle, which is the size of 2 classrooms, is one big storage room now. No longer. We're going to take what was the EPIC program crammed into one room for essentially 6 grades of programming for a standalone special ed program called EPIC. And we're going to purposely dedicate this entire downstairs to that program. It'll end up with 2 full-size classrooms with associated built-ins and stuff they need. It'll end up with a small group instruction room with sink and laundry. You can do some basic life skills there. It'll have OT, a speech, an office for the people working in the program, a Zen den, and 3 cubicles that will support one-on-one, and one of them will support one-on-2 learning in a more isolated environment, as well as this is storage and this is an electrical room. They'll keep their bathrooms. It'll have a copy room here, electrical room here, and that all is purposely built for the program, and it should change the way the program operates. Currently, the program operates as 3 teachers and a myriad of staff who basically all work one-on-one. We're going to go to a classroom model and try to change the feel and effectiveness of this program together with special ed is working to implement this. So this is a big deal. We're actually building for the program we want rather than shoehorning in the program that we have. So that's what we're doing, and that's the biggest change.
Of course, you're gonna see all the stuff we're used to for floors, ceilings, lighting, surfaces, mainly safety, HVAC, including ventilation, some moderate cooling, and sprinklers, as well as some egress issues and things like that. Want you to be aware of what we're doing next year, and if you have any questions, Ken or I can answer them. And I thought that'd be helpful for you guys to see what the finals were, which I just got, I think, Monday.
Yeah, you showed this model before, right?
I've showed you some renditions. We knew that, yes, we knew what we were wanting to do. Ken and I have, Ken's been doing a lot lately, but we've been working really hard on the design, make sure we get it right. And we have the design worked out 90% for the rest of the building. But we're out the bid for the sections that I showed you right now.
What are the grades for this?
The grades for this are, for this section here are K through 5. K1, 2 will be on one side, 3, 4, 5 on the other.
Cool. Questions? We're good? Okay. Anything else on there before we go into non-public? No? Good? Huh? Yeah, well, I have, yeah. It was 15 minutes anyhow. It's perfect timing. So the public input session is closed, and with that, our public session will be closed. May I have a motion to go into non-public session?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Let's see, all those in favor?
Roll call.
Oh, okay, is it a roll call? Okay, roll call.
Kevin Cowell. Chris Roberts.
Randy Filio?
John Germaine.
It's 4-0 to go into non-public. We are in non-public.
Randy, can you invite me, please?
You gotta invite.
Oh, do we have to invite? You guys want to invite him? You good?
You gotta
Okay.
invite, you gotta
Yeah.
invite everybody here. That can
Okay.
go on the record.
Is it a,
I don't make a full quorum of the board.
right?
So this way you can invite me and I don't, you know.
Okay. We'll invite the 4 guests. If you can say your name for the minute taker.